All right, first play up here, watching the Ravens in pistol. Just a little inside zone that ends up cutting back. So I was looking at this, they got inside zone right now to the left side, okay? We got to get to number 56 with our center right guard combo, or inside combo's got to get to 56. Number 7 has to be captured by backside combo, tackle, tight end, working to number 7. So good. Really good job here by the center. Okay, he's working, traditionally called an A block. Center and right guard working up to number 56 through the nose. Boom, staying square. Really good job knocking the hip of the nose. Boom, and then climbing up to the linebacker, staying square, driving his feet, playing with tight hands. Really good job there by an elite center. Okay, working over left guard, left tackle. Okay, they got to stay inside out. The left tackle does a really good job here of playing strong through that right shoulder, the inside shoulder, keeping the defense end outside. Okay, the left guard could play with a little bit better pad level, drive his feet a little bit more, but blocks his guy. Okay, the right tackle here. Great job getting to his landmark, right? I think he could be a little bit more vertical going to attack him, understanding the path of the back is so downhill. But there's not much there for him to get in the C-gap and then climbs up with to the second level. Would love to see him attack with a little bit tighter hands on the second level. Okay, good job there by the fullback and tight end on the backside. Really good job there by 42, the fullback, driving 55, creating that run back opportunity. Okay, so if you look at this play here, schematically talking, inside zone to the open side, away from a tight end fullback formation. All right, we're gonna have everybody here in the front 7 blocked. Packers playing a under defense here with the Sam linebacker on the ball. Only unblocked person in this defense should be number 25. Okay, so let's let this play roll. Boom. There it is. 25 shows up, doesn't make a play. Running back makes a miss. Really good job there by the Baltimore Ravens. All right, let's watch it from this angle. Good, so you can see the center, 64, pointing to the Mike linebacker, calling out the combination. Great job by the center again, staying square, playing with his cleats on the ground. Good. Pretty cool looking play, inside zone, right? This is pistol, going A gap on the play side, and then kind of riding that wave all the way back to the unblocked man and making him miss. Cool looking play. All right, another way the Ravens ran inside zone this game. Quarterback is changing the play at the line of scrimmage for whatever reason, right? Flips the back, now back's on the left, and they are running inside zone with a split action with that tight end coming back to block the backside defensive end. Good job by the Ravens communicating at the line of scrimmage, right? Changing up their play. Good. All right, so we got inside zone to the right now, right? So offensive line should be working for number 7 and number 56, linebacker on the backside with the split zone action with the tight end coming across the offensive line here to block the backside defensive end. Let's let it roll. Good. All right, let's watch the center climbing up to 7. A little bit late going there, right? You'd like to see on an inside zone combo, one stepping up. He kind of gets caught in between the combo and attaching for the linebacker. I'd like to see the right guard be a little bit more vertical here, right, to get more of number 90 to allow the center to climb up. Right tackle here. Good job staying inside out and driving your feet, right? I love his violence with his hands at contact, playing strong through that inside hand. Good, keeping him out. Really good job there by the right tackle. All right, left guard, left tackle, have a combination on that defensive tackle to number 56. Great job staying square by the left guard, right? Attaching to the linebacker, just keep running his feet, okay? Guy on the ground versus left tackle, but really good job. Okay, another example here of inside zone to the right, and then look where the ball ends up cutting back, right? So oftentimes that backside combination can be the most important combination on this inside zone block. Really good job there. Another good inside zone play by Baltimore Ravens. Center and 77, the right guard and center working the number 7. Boom, they got to get up to him just a tad quicker, tad cleaner. Okay. Good, and look where that ball goes, right off the backside combination. Okay, really good job there. Like to see the left guard just be able to attach that linebacker and run his feet, but gets this guy blocked. Derrick Henry runs through a tackle. Nice looking play again. Now for another variation of inside zone. Ravens back in the pistol. Another good gain on the ground, running inside zone right at the Packers. They're running inside zone to the open side, to the left side here. Center's working the 56 versus this, even front here. Okay, backside tackle, the right tackle and right guard got to get to number 7, right? We got tight end, fullback on the backside for number 90, and tight end on the backside for 58. Let's see how this plays out. Should have no unblocked defenders. Good, great job by the center. Climbing square, getting on 56. Continue to run his feet, playing with tight hands. Good job. Good job by the left guard, creating more movement this time. Really good job by the left guard, running his feet on contact. The defender falls off to the inside late. Like to keep inside leverage here, but good job running his feet, creating movement. All right, really good job here by the left tackle. Boom, playing through the inside shoulder. Now just don't let him cross back over, right? If you get that right hand, able to get it underneath the defensive end's armpit and drive through that right knee here and that right shoulder, right? Keep him out. That's what you're looking to do on the play side inside zone of the tackle, okay? And then again, that backside combination turns out to be one of the biggest ones, right? Because of how the defensive end played it, or defensive tackle played it against the right guard here, there's not a whole lot for the right tackle to hit. But good job getting up to that linebacker now. He gets his body a little bit twisted, the right tackle does. I'd like to see him keep that right hand out of it, but stay a little bit more square, not turn those shoulders, but regardless, athleticism wins here, okay? Right guard could play a little bit better pad level, but great movement by the right guard, right? Look at him drive the defensive tackle off the ball, and the ball ends up going right behind that backside zone, or backside combo on inside zone, right? So play side A-gap track first to winding back. Good job there by the running back. Finding the hole, getting his pads down, making guys have to dive at his ankles, okay? Great job again by the fullback on the backside, making the guy play the outside, the longest way to the path of the running back. Just like to see the tight end on the far right here take a better angle off the ball, understanding where that ball is going. His guy ends up making the tackle. So again, another good variation of inside zone, just like one we watched earlier. Running to the open side, away from the fullback tight end formation, okay? Let's watch their footwork here. Good. All right, let's focus on the left guard here. At first, his feet are a little bit pitter-patter. I'd like to see him gain a little bit more ground towards him, but he does a great job of, once he makes contact, he continues to drive those feet. All right, really good job there by that left guard, okay? Left tackle, don't love that little hop. Understand he's got to keep his guy out. He could do a little bit better job running his feet, but end of the day, that play side tackle and inside zone, your job is to keep him outside, okay? And then, again, watch the movement here by that right guard. When playing with a pretty good base, driving his feet, big body guy playing with a lot of power, really good job there by 77. The ball ends up just going right next to him. Boom, good job, okay? Center, climbing, staying square, playing with tight hands, running his feet. Really good job there by the center. Tight hands, low to high. Boom, getting right there on the chest plate. Good. All right, quarterback flips the running back. Okay, we're running inside zone again. This time with an option to keep by the quarterback on the backside. Decides to hand it off. Another good gain. Okay, center right guard, got to get to 56, right? Combination on the defensive nose to 56. Right tackle will block 50, or the defense end out. Okay, on the backside now, left guard, left tackle, we got to block defensive tackle to number 7, right? They're reading an element on the backside, so don't worry about the unblocked defender. Good, we got a single combination here between the right guard and the center, right? Working up to 56, creating that hole. Okay, initially the right guard does a great job of running his feet and creating movement, playing with low pads. His base gets a little narrow at the end. We'll be able to see better from the other angle. Gets a little narrow and he gets off this block, but good job creating that movement. Now the center does a good job of climbing square. Okay, the defender's able to get rid of him. I think it's hard to see from this angle, but I'd like to see the contact make with his hands and whether or not he was able to drive his feet. We'll see that from the other angle. Okay, boom, right tackle, good. Keep him outside, right? Get that long arm off you, break his wrist or elbow, whatever you need to do there, get it off you and stay on the inside. Don't let him get back into making the play, which he doesn't here. Good, backside, left guard, left tackle, defensive tackle to number 7. Okay, I'd like to see the left guard play with a little bit lower pads, pop that shoulder up the defensive tackle, give it a little bit more for the left tackle to come down and hit. Left tackle now, when you go to detach and go block that linebacker, we want to make sure we're running our feet, right? A little bit of a ducking his head at contact, gets his feet caught up in some foot traffic. But end of the day, this play is good, positive play because of this play side combination now, right? The backside combination doesn't get beat, but the play side combination creates so much movement, creates that running lane. Big running back's able to run through arm tackles. Let's watch it from the other angle. All right, good. Flipping the back to inside zone. Love it, love it. Okay, watch that right guard. See right there when his feet get close? Boom, right there. Now he has no strength, right? Love to see him keep his base so he can't get thrown off. End of the day, the guy throws the offensive lineman off and doesn't make the play, but he could finish this play on his feet, keeping that base, playing with tight hands. Good. Center right here, okay? Climbing up on the single combination. Again, I think it's just a little bit of, the effects of zone when you don't know exactly where the ball is going because there's such a high tendency for the ball to cut back. But regardless, I would love to see him. He does a good job staying square. Just be able to find something to latch onto, right? The shoulder pads, keep those hands connected and continue to run the feet. Good effort there. Pretty good job here by the right tackle, closing the space. Maintain that inside leverage, Strong through that left knee, strong through that left shoulder, and force him to work up the field. All right, left guard, left tackle. Good job by the left guard staying square and keeping his hands attached. His feet are kind of stuck here a little bit. I'd like to see him keep his feet moving. End of the day to get the job done. Good job again by the Ravens. All right, now another variation we're going to watch here. This is the final play we're going to watch of the inside zone. And it's just like the other play we watched, but now the quarterback keeps it and he runs, right? So inside zone with a read element on the backside. Reading that defense end, makes the right play. Good stuff, especially a tough play with that motion, bringing someone across the formation. As you can see here that there's safety, free safety here, fills in the box. Boom. Giving the quarterback a running lane. All right, cool. Let's watch it from the other angle. We got zone to the right, inside zone to the right, reading number 56, the backside defensive end. They're going to do an inside zone combination to 56 and number 7. All right, let's see how the Ravens play this one out. Send the guy in motion. Good, they're going single. All right, I said that wrong, actually. What they're going to end up doing because of the motion, right, accounting for them bringing another element into the box. They're going single to number 7, and then being it looks like the 33, the communication's not quite there, but regardless, good job by the center again. Climbing, staying square, playing with inside hands, running his feet. Okay, right tackle, keep him out. Great job there by the right tackle. Okay, watch the right tackle here, attack, playing strong through that left shoulder, left knee, right? Inside out leverage, keeping the defender outside. Good job. Okay, another good example here of the right guard, right? You could see create a little bit more vertical movement would be nice, right? But good job staying inside out, driving those feet. Okay, backside tackle a little bit out of control. I'm not sure if this was a communication mistake by the center, left tackle, it doesn't really matter. Just stay a little bit more square, make it easier to climb. But regardless, the quarterback kept the ball. Reads 55, he's out the gate. Good job again by the left guard staying square here, right? He does a really good job playing with square hips, square shoulders. Good. Let's watch this right tackle one more time. Roger, boom. Good. Really good job of him playing strong through that inside shoulder. Now, I would like to see him just not stop his feet on contact right there. Be able to continue running his feet, but he does a great job. Stalemate, boom, continue to run your feet. Good. Really good play there by the right tackle. Good learning opportunity. And then as you can see, that strong safety filling in into the box. I have a feeling that's who the left tackle is supposed to go block. But